Five Nights at Freddy's, such a beloved game series. There's 13 games in total. Oh my god. I actually didn't know there was that many. 4 books, a slew of fan comics and animations, and pretty soon we're getting Blumhouse's official Five Nights at Freddy's movie, which honestly, the puppets do look good. They got Jim Henson's puppet making company to make all the puppets, so they do look sick. They actually kind of do look like they're in the video game. I remember people were like, they're not CG. The poster's CG, dude. I refuse to believe that it's not. It looks Thanks for Opera GX for sponsoring this video. Opera GX is the ultimate browser for anyone who's wanting to spice up their time online. Other browsers, they're boring. They don't offer anything new. With Opera GX, you have GX mods, which modifies and transforms your experience browsing the web. Do you have a distinct sound in mind for any time you open your browser? Maybe a fun little do, maybe a fun little da. How about when you're typing? Or just when you open up a window? There's a mod for that. Background music, keyboard sounds, opening and closing tab sounds, theme and colors of the browser, mods dedicated wallpaper, disabling and enabling mods and individual modifications in the mods menu, available from the sidebar. But the nice thing about Opera GX is you can create your own mods for your own specific needs. Don't tell them, hey, I don't need to know your needs. You know what you want. Just saying, you got a mod for that. But not only is Opera GX customizable, it's also flexible. With the help of the import tool, you get to import all of your add-ons, your browser history, your bookmarks, everything that you want. Maybe you can leave the browser history behind, but everything you want, it can be imported in, so it's an easy, seamless transition from your old browser to the Opera GX. It's a superior browser, okay? No more Google Chrome. Gamers, creators, and anyone trying to maximize their time online, use my link below to download Opera GX today. The link is in the description, and when you make the switch to Opera GX, my fans will have an exclusive feature in their GX corner where they can see my 12 latest YouTube videos. Which is nice because you want to see my pretty fat ass every day. Thank you, Opera GX, for sponsoring this video, and back to the video. But today is October 17th. Ooh. The movie comes out very, very soon, but I can't wait for it. I need it right now. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna make my own FNAF content. Woo! I'm broke. I'm going broke. That's why I'm doing this. So I thought to myself, what if I went on Fiverr and just started asking people to make stuff of my own because I can't make anything myself because I'm creatively dried up? Perfect! I got a nice little budget. What was the budget I had on here? I had a budget left over from last time, $58. I don't know how I have $58, but I have $58. Probably from people declining offers and payments I did for the Zootopia fanfiction I did a while back. But speaking of that, I did do the Zootopia fanfiction about 2 years ago, and it was a lot of fun, so I thought, why not do it again, except give some people some FNAF stuff and try to put that out there. And algorithm, help me, algorithm, I'm drowning, algorithm, help me, I'm drowning. I don't really give a shit about FNAF, if I'm being honest. I haven't really, it's not that I don't even like it, it's just not my thing. I don't know. I don't think I was in the cultural zeitgeist, or I don't know. I just never got into it. I don't really know a lot about the characters. I've done some research on stuff, so I'm vaguely familiar with stuff, but we're just gonna see if we can make some stuff that would interest me as a person. What would get me to watch FNAF? I'm gonna see if I can't get other people to get into FNAF this way as well, therefore helping the community. So I'm not exploiting the community, I'm helping the community. Right, Nick?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just gonna start off with what I know, which is erotic fan fiction writers. Let's see what we can do here. Who's this person? They got 125 5-star likes though, and 3 orders in the queue. God damn! I will write a kinky, not safe for work erotica or fan fiction for you. Don't know if I like the art. The art is, oh, he's got a little, like an example here. Let's see if I can read it just a little bit. Too captivated by what she's watching, Ava doesn't even notice the steam rising between the leaves under her, slipping in between the pockets of her button down along her torso and curling up around her breast, finally sliding up her neck and into her waiting red lips. I thought I meant her pussy lips for a second. I was like, get away from the steam, dude. You're roasting your pussy right now. The aliens all turn to look at her, and she suddenly feels so naked in front of them. Their tentacles unwrap from the woman on the pole, and she leans back with a sigh, no doubt relieved to have a second of respite from the overwhelming pleasure. So, I mean, this guy has been writing stuff about alien tentacles fucking things, which is like usually a good sign, so I don't see why we couldn't go with him. Yeah, we're just gonna do a single order. Extra fast 1-day delivery? Okay. I'm broke. I'm going broke. Yes. $40 well spent. This better be good, dude. The seller needs the following information to start working on your order. Details about the story. I'm just gonna put, I'm a huge FNAF fan. The movie is coming out. Can you please make me a short erotic story that has the following: 1, vor, 2, butt play, 3, feet. Safe for work and not safe for work. There you go. $5. That's not a bad deal. Well, we can try. Confirm and pay. Boom. Please provide instructions for business. What fandom is this fanfiction from? FNAF. I want one of my favorite characters, Glam Rock Freddy, to be the savior to some person who is in extreme peril. And he begs for Glam Rock Freddy to save him. I will write unique and furry anime NFT fanfic. Boom. Which type of story do you want to write? I'm able to write fanfiction, backstories, fanfics. I would love a story about Markiplier trying to sell his FNAF NFTs to his fans. With the profit, he will be solving world hunger and stopping terrorism. No, I'm kidding. And he will use the additional profits to make 4 more FNAF movies. All right, 3 down. I will write fanfiction, non-safe for work fanfiction, fanfic, writer, manga, erotic fanfiction. $10, 2-day delivery. I like that. Wow. Matt Pat gives his theory on why Chica had to give a late-term abortion. All right, I will creatively and professionally write anything. I like this guy. Look at this guy.
Want to fill your to overflow and it'll be dripping out.
$50? I'm gonna do it, dude. This guy Gene, my boy Gene. I'm so f***ing hard. A heartbreaking story of a father abandoning his child because of how bad he thought the movie was. The movie was the straw. The straw that broke the camel's back. All right, I like that one. I think Gene's gonna pull through. I really, really want Gene to pull through. Man, good for Gene.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine and you're not.
All right, that's 5 orders. I'm looking forward to it. It's also nice to not have to conceptually come up with this. The idea of having someone else, I get to read someone else's things that are from little prompts. This is fun. While there's a little intermission, do you think the FNAF movie is gonna be good?
I put a whole bag of jelly beans up my ass.
All right, well, we will sit and wait for the things to deliver. I'm going to clap my hands and we're going to be back. It's going to be magic. I can't wait to read it right now. Okay, so some time has passed and all the Fiverr people are done, and I'm ready to absorb my beautiful, beautiful FNAF fanfiction. I can't wait. It comes out in the theaters this week. I'm going to come in the theater. Take a little gold peak sweet tea break. Diabetes. Let me see which one do I want to start here with? I'm going to start with the Matt Pat one. Matt Pat. If I remember correctly, we asked, I kind of forgot. I actually don't want to remember what I asked for Matt Pat. So this is what the Matt Pat one has to say. Matt Pat's theory on why Chica had to give a late-term abortion. Now it's coming back. I don't remember what happened. Chica was one of the most beloved characters in the Five Nights at Freddy's series. She was known for her bubbly personality and her ability to bring joy to everyone around her. However, behind closed doors, she was struggling with a heartbreaking secret that would change her life forever. In a recent video on his YouTube channel, Matt Pat shared his theory on why Chica had to give a late-term abortion. I think that would be a trending video. Did she use a hanger? That's just a theory. According to him, it all started when Chica became pregnant during her senior year of college. She was overjoyed at the thought of becoming a mother, but her happiness was short-lived as she soon discovered that the baby had congenital heart disease. That's very dark. This person was like, we're not having fun with this. This is a sad Chica Mad Bad abortion story. We're taking this seriously. We're not joking around. The doctors advised her to terminate the pregnancy, which she initially refused. After much deliberation, she finally agreed to have an abortion 6 months into the pregnancy. The decision was not easy for her. I wonder how, after much deliberation, how long was that? Because it seems like they were like way early on. The way this is written makes it seem like she's like, it's like a couple weeks in, they're like, you should probably figure this out. And she's like, I'll sit on it, doc. And then 6 months later, she's just like, this is probably for the best for both of us. But the decision was not easy for her, but she knew that it was the right thing to do for both herself and the unborn child. Matt Pat explained that Chica's decision to have an abortion was not based on selfishness or convenience. Instead, it was a difficult choice made out of love and concern for the well-being of her unborn child. Guys, just because she has an abortion doesn't mean she's a bad person. That's a theory. A game theory. He pointed out that the decision to terminate the pregnancy was not taken lightly, and Chica had to go through counseling and therapy to cope with the loss. I'm just picturing some person like watching FNAF lore and they're just like 3 years of weekly therapy and she still mourns the loss of this child this day. The person is just sitting there just like, did she still scare people? MatPat's like, don't ever say that. Don't ever say that about Chica again. Furthermore, according to MatPat, Chica's experience highlights the importance of women's rights and reproductive freedom. He argued that women should have the right to choose what happens to their bodies, especially in situations where the health and well-being of the fetus is at risk. In conclusion, MatPat's theory on why Chica had to give a late-term abortion offers insight into the complexities of human emotions and decisions. It also serves as a reminder of the need for compassion and understanding towards those who are going through tough times. MatPat's a smart guy. I agree with all of it. The writer did get very down the rabbit hole there. I kind of like the down the rabbit hole twist. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of wish that there was more MatPat. What did MatPat have to do to research this? Yeah, my critique, honestly out of my fan fiction, wish there was more MatPat. Wish there was more scares. It didn't get sleazy though, which is nice. This could have been a whole weird sexual nightmare, so I'm glad. I'd give it a nice golf clap. I guess that's how I'm rating things, is the terms of clap that I would give it. Not the STD, but the round of applause. Whatever, dude. I don't have to fucking... All right, this one is just titled Security Guard X Animatronics. I don't remember what this one is exactly, but let's get into it. Tom fit his body into the rolling chair and it squeaked and groaned under his round weight. He adjusted himself for a moment and then flicked on the screens in the security room. One by one, they came to life. Another day watching the animatronics, making sure they were behaving. So Tom, I'm assuming, is a big fat fuck. Tom fit his body into a chair. That's how you know you're fat. I don't just sit in chairs, I fit into them. Having spent a few months already working as a security guard, he was familiar with most of them, especially Freddy. He had come to enjoy Freddy's quips. Oh, so has he been talking to them? Is that in the game? Or do you think they're just referring to the animatronics? If anything, let's read and find out. And his jolly attitude, and also fears more violent side. Okay, so he definitely knows that he's like walking around hurting people. He popped open the box of donuts and took a sprinkled one. Attaboy. He always had a full box on his desk at the shift, and he just assumed the manager was being particularly nice. Tom? You in there? Tom swiveled around in a panic, throwing his donut back in the box. That was Freddy's voice. Okay. All right, I like that. Tom, are you in there? Freddy? How had he snuck to the security room? I'm just gonna open the door, Freddy said, and Tom watched as the doorknob turned slowly. Hadn't he locked it? Freddy was inside, his plush bare body barely fitting through the doorway. His lips were in that permanent toothy smile as he eyed Tom. Freddy? It's been a while since we've talked. I wanted to hang out. I just wanted to smoke a couple J's and look at some cute girls behind the train tracks. Approaching Tom, who was pushed back with his stubby legs rolling at the desk. He's a big fat guy. Tom knew better than to refuse, but he couldn't hide the panic pounding of his heartbeat. That couldn't be from the obesity. What did Freddy want? They had mostly gotten along up until then. What was that dark gleam in his eyes? You've been a good friend, Tom. Which is why you're still alive. He said, stopping in front of the pudgy security guard. But I need my friends to do a bit more. Uh-oh. Okay. I'm gonna preface and say I do not remember what the prompt was for this. Okay. What? More? Freddy moved around him and then sat on top of the desk, shattering the keyboard under him. Freddy, you can't! But his words were cut off as Freddy stretched out his legs, his big, smelly bare feet hovering in front of Tom. Oh God, what's gonna happen here? Oh God! The smell! Tom gagged, the smell making him nauseous. Freddy wiggled his toes with a smile. Hee. Come on, Tom. Don't be like that. You don't want to make me angry. Tom swallowed thickly, which only made the stink spread through his body. He could make out the webbing between Freddy's toes, the lines along his sole, and the absurdly nauseating perfume emanating from them. Go on. Take a whiff, Freddy commanded, his voice deepening, and Tom knew better than to refuse. He hesitantly leaned forward, nose scrunched in disgust before taking a little whiff. He nearly passed out from the stench, choking on it. And Freddy's just like looking at him. Tom? Smell my little tootsies. Looks like I came in the middle of the show, a voice exclaimed from the door. Tom was about to turn around, but he felt Freddy's feet hold him on either side of his face. Don't move, he said. Foxy joined the two of them with a wide grin. Freddy, you didn't tell me we were doing it today. Plans changed. I couldn't hold back, Freddy explained, watching his tears prick Tom's eyes at the searing burn of his stinky feet. What plan? What was going on? Suddenly, Foxy pulled the chair out from under Tom and he fell to his hands and knees, his big belly nearly popping out of his button-down shirt. What are you? Ah! Freddy's toe was in his mouth, spreading his lips open and cutting off any other words. Lick, he commanded, and Tom obeyed, fearing what would happen. And then he felt wandering hands on his ass, palming each cheek, and he let out a little whimper. Okay. Pause! I need a break!
The fitness grandpa.
Look at this fat ass, Foxy hummed, giving the juicy butt a spank and watching it. We're gonna have to bleep a lot of that. If anything, we'll do something where maybe we'll just put the uncensored thing on Patreon or something, but that got downright explicit is what that got. I'm gonna have to give it a golf clap.
Golf clap, golf clap.
A wish night with Foxy. I kind of like that. That's like a nice, sounds nice, like a, almost like a lullaby or something. What will I stop doing after all this? He wondered as he stood in front of the edge of a bridge, in the sunlight, letting his body relax, letting his mind wander as those sad thoughts came and went. While in his head, he began to imagine everything he would have wanted to do with that animatronic of his dreams, that Fox animatronic who was so loved by him. He simply, each day that passed, each day that he realized that he could not be with the robot, that for him, it was not. This feels, I'm gonna assume that the person that wrote this is not their first language. For him, that animatronic was much more than a human than most of all people he had been with, interacting. He felt that he could trust him in that being who could give him a much better understanding than his wife. He felt that he could feel the affection and warmth in those cold hugs against the metal of Foxy's hands. Is he cheating on his wife with Foxy? Is that what's happening here? Every night he slept, he hoped to dream of that life he dreamed of having. He dreamed about the fact that Foxy sat on him. What? He even dreamed about him starting to fart in his face. How he wanted to smell that was going to be given off by Foxy, as well as being able to enjoy nights with him, letting the two of them be completely controlled by their lust, just like imagining being married in a fantasy wedding in which everyone would be envious of how he and Foxy are so happy together. On the wedding night, making so much noise in bed, letting Foxy let out all of his farts directly into his nose. God. Ah! Oh. Being on the edge, he stood up looking at the abyss in which he was going to get it, looking at how Foxy was by his side, inviting him to jump with him, promising him that one of these two would be together forever. He only saw how Foxy jumped and disappeared, letting out a sigh with his eyes closed. God forgive me, but I want to be God forgive me, but I want to be happy. And with a smile on his face, he continued along with Foxy. The sky was filled with a figure of the two of them hugging. The sky was filled with a figure of the two of them hugging, finally together while the body also had that satisfied smile, knowing that his dream had come true. This is a pro-suicide story. This is a pro-fart corn suicide story. Oh God. Oh. Round of applause. Encore! Oh my God! Oh, to have a suicide story end with someone saying, "God forgive me, I want to be happy," and then you see him in the clouds above, like, "Yay! I killed myself." Oh shit. Oh god, that's funny. Holy fuck. You know what's funny about that one? And that one's gonna be almost impossible to beat. It's the diamond in the rough. I almost stopped. I almost missed out on that beautiful ending. Holy shit. God forgive me. I just want to be happy. He says that after his hallucination kills itself. Okay. I gotta move on. This next person was nice enough they wrote the story, but then they also recorded. So instead of reading it, I'll let the dear author read it herself.
The familiar hum of a laptop booting up broke the silence. Curious fingers glided over the touchpad, heading for the unmistakable red icon of YouTube. Right there at the top was Markiplier's fresh upload.
how she says Markiplier. Markiplier's.
FNAF, my taken amp, big news. Clicking on it, the video buffered for a split second before Markiplier's face appeared, positioned in the corner of the screen. The backdrop, the intensely atmospheric trailer for the new FNAF movie. Mark cleared his throat and then jumped right in. Hey everyone, he began, grinning at the audience. Bet you thought you'd see me pop up in the new FNAF movie, right? Hate to burst the bubble, but no dice. Cue a playful drum roll from Mark.
I really want a British Markiplier to talk like this. Hey everyone, I thought you might think I'd pop up in a FNAF movie trailer. No dice. I like the no dice line.
However, I've got something that might just make up for it. Feast your eyes on these dope FNAF NFTs.
I forgot about the Markiplier FNAF NFTs. Check out these dope FNAF NFTs.
Animated images of Freddy and the crew terrorized humans in darkened rooms. And the big question, where's the money from these bad boys headed?
Where's the money from these bad boys heading?
We're setting our sights on ending world hunger.
He's funding the end of world hunger with NFTs. Rock stars and gaming chairs. Nah, our goal is to end world hunger.
Mark, looking every bit the philanthropist, handing out McDonald's to a line of eager fans.
Markiplier handing out McDonald's to his fans.
With whatever spare change we've got from the NFT venture, we're diving headfirst into producing 4 more FNAF movies. First up, maybe hiring Ryan Reynolds to replace Hunger Games, and after that...
With the profits we have left over from solving world hunger, we're gonna start a FNAF franchise.
Wrapping things up, Mark grew a bit more sincere. To be real, I did wish I was in the FNAF movie. Somehow missed the call from the director. Maybe my agent mixed it up with spam, or he smirked, nodding toward the trailer's intimidating bear. Maybe he's just not a fan of big, scary robots who look like they were made by Stephen King. As Mark's voice trailed off, viewers were left with the chilling scenes of the Five Nights at Freddy's trailer.
That's pretty funny. Him at the end just kind of admitting that he really just wished that he was in the movie. I like that. That's good. That's a good one. Is it as good as the last one? No. We peaked. We peaked too soon. Oh man. Wow, I don't know. Actually, I am curious which one of the stories was your favorite below. Did I overhype the one that I liked too much? I don't think so, and if you think differently, you can go fuck yourself. I hope the FNAF movie's good. What am I doing? Or is this video over? Well, this video's done. Fuck you. Okay.